Welcome to Book Talk. I'm Winston. I like to read good books, and you should too. Today we are talking about All Creatures Mostly Small by Peter Caligiuri, and this version is illustrated by Emilia Morrell. Sorry if I get the name wrong, mispronounce the name there. And its companion version, All Creatures Mostly Small, Lessons for Wyatt by Peter Caligiuri. This one is not illustrated by Emilia, but rather has some other photographs. And these are basically the same book. There's a few differences, mainly in the lessons for Wyatt. The illustrated version by Emilia includes her drawings, and I'm going to call that up and show you some of course, she did that really charming cover, and she has illustrated some of this. So what these are poems, all right? And I'm just going to read the first poem here, which of course is available in the preview as well. Hummingbirds and eagles, of hummingbirds and eagles, and ears and eyes and nose, of ibises and flower seeds, and how God's garden grows. These pages are each filled for you with creatures mostly small, who God has made to show us all how Christ is in us all. And then Emilia illustrates the poem. And all of these are really charming poems about the many wonderful small things of daily life all around us. And the version for Wyatt, trying to call it up. So the version for Wyatt includes the same poems. Emilia's illustrations are missing. There's a few photographs to take their place, but not many. But in addition to the poetry, we get a short little devotional by Peter that says, so with that first Hummingbirds and Eagles poem, his devotional cites today's verse, 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. And then a little bit about the ibis, what in the world is an ibis, and then something to think about, a thought to think about. Ibises looked funny to me until I got to know them better, Peter says. And then he talks about the ibis that lives in his neighborhood, and then some questions to share with your young reader. And these are very charming things. Now, it really just is. These are charming poems that are meant to relate to the young people in our life. This is a wonderful little collection for children that you are teaching to read, or who maybe have shorter attention spans. And of course, a delightful way to introduce them to ways that they can do their own little devotionals. And these are wonderful poems. I'm glad to showcase them. I think it's fantastic that Peter has put them together. The first book that he had illustrated, that the young lady illustrated for him, I thought was charming. But the one that he put together for Wyatt, and of course Wyatt is my nephew, my sister's son, and Peter's grandson, and the questions and the poems that he has put together for Wyatt really are wonderful for all children. And I'm very pleased to be able to showcase this book, to tell people about it, and to tell you that you need to go find All Creatures Mostly Small, whichever version tickles your fancy, and spend some quality time with your family. And of course, when you're done doing that, go check out all my stuff, StarmanSaga.com for the Starman books, DianeDetzer.com for Intergalactic League, and CriticalPressMedia.com to see my different array of books. When you're done with all of that, come on back here, because there's more book talk yet to come.